Hello, and why am I blurry? Let me turn this down. Okay, I'm gonna start sneezing. Hi, Evolving Blessed. How are you? I made 3 different DIYs. They're not up yet. I'm gonna put them up separately different days, but I'm gonna show you guys what I made for these DIYs. And they're more of the faux desserts. Hi, Linda. How are you guys? Bella, how are you? I just came on. I fell asleep. Feeling a little bit better. I took a shower. Had the flu, you guys. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Well, you know what I did? I fell asleep, is what I did. But I think that's what the coughing was and the tight chest and all that. I think it was a precursor to the flu. Because yesterday it just hit me really hard. And then today I was really tired. But I slept like for almost 2 hours. So hopefully it's helping. But I want to wait until a few more get on. But you guys, look. And remember the bumblebee I made out of the chocolate mold and the plaster of Paris? There that is. And there's the lemon that I made out of the clay, the air dry clay, remember? And this is just our spackle that I make the frosting out of. And this is a little tea cake, and all it is styrofoam underneath there. But I did it, like I said, I did DIYs on all these, so they'll be coming up one at a time. The weather's nicer. I have a really nice breeze coming in, thank goodness. A little bit warm today. Not real bad, but it's supposed to start heating up. But then we're supposed to get rain again next week, which is really bizarre. I know Bella was at work. Evolving Blessed. What were you doing, Linda? What were you doing today? Hi, Peggy. It's still a little wet, or I would pick it up, but I think you can see. But it looks really cute with all the lemon decor. I'm almost ready to show you guys. I have one more thing I have to do. Texture paint, paste. I don't know. You were spray painting pineapples? Hi, Sarah. How are you? Yeah, I saw Olivia's. I told her I was going to be doing more faux dessert. She was excited. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Oh, cool. Yeah, me too, Sarah. And I have to keep the window open to get some air in here, but they're doing some kind of work down the street. Well, sure they are. They always are. Do they ever finish? No. I think I'll put up the little tea cake. I'll put that video up when I get off uh, from the live. I'll put that one up. And then the cake pops. You like these cake pops? That's a separate video. But I just wanted more to go with my lemon theme. 36 yesterday and 70 today? That is nuts. That's crazy. See, and that's why I keep this styrofoam, you guys, anyone that's going to do these desserts, because you have to have somewhere for these to dry. You know? Well, actually, I make cakes out of this, and this is that packing stuff, you know, that packs up when you buy something, the styrofoam. That's what this is, and I just kept it because it's the perfect thickness for these tea cakes, because that's what this is. Well, a little bit different styrofoam on this one, but it ends up being that width, and then you can cover anything in spackle. Yeah, the cake pops turned out really cute. And the sprinkles are from the Sculpey when I made all those different colored sprinkles, remember? That was a while back. Because you know what? The styrofoam is so expensive. I mean, except if you get it from the Dollar Tree. But I mean, why not just use this so you don't have to even spend that dollar, you know? Just use the packing from anything that you have. Well, I know she made some pink ones that were real pretty. Yes, and they are sugar free. Susan, how are you feeling? 80s there. Ugh, it's gonna rain. I hope it's a cold rain and not a humid one. Oh, wait a minute. Did I see her? You know what? I take that back. I did see her yellow and her pink. Because I know she gave me and Donna shout out, and I think it was for the yellow ones. But I don't remember now if it was for the pink or the yellow. Anyway, that's when I texted her on her description box. I told her I'd be making some more stuff. It's raining and freezing there, Bella. How are you feeling today, Susan? When do you start getting warm weather, Bella, in Canada? Oh, Dee, did you get my message? I am so sorry. I fell asleep and I slept until after 1 o'clock. I woke up and I went, oh my Lord, I fell asleep. But I'll tell you what, this flu just knocked me on my rear end. Oh, okay. I'm trying to will myself well because I have to work tomorrow. Oh, you were teasing, Bella. It's 45 there? Oh, okay. And that's warm. 45 is warm. Yeah, I heard there's a lot of tornado warnings all around. Dana had one too, Biddy Boo. Last night there was a tornado. I guess it's all over the place there, isn't it? Oh, it's not as humid? Okay. So I didn't see. Did you say how you're feeling, Susan? Okay, your stomach's upset. Oh shoot. Can they give you anything for that, Susan? Any kind of medicine to make the nausea go away? Yes, I just watched it. Bella was telling me about it. Isn't that something? Oh my gosh. When she said a boat, I'm thinking, a boat. Good grief. You could go on that thing and be on vacation. And like she said that the bathroom on that is bigger than her bathroom at home. I mean, and she has it decorated so doggone cute. All in Americana type. Oh, thanks, Dee. Nina is Grandma Glitter. You have to go see her. Oh my gosh. She's in Norway. I know. Didn't you feel like, I mean, I couldn't get over it. I was not expecting that to look like that. You know what I mean? I thought it was a boat that they were working on or something. I mean, oh my gosh, she has that decorated to the nines. I mean, it is absolutely. So I'm thinking, what work do they have to do? Or did they already do the work and she showed us afterwards? I know, I saw her pillows. Peggy, did you see it yet? Oh, I'm sorry it's not working, Susan. Doggone it. And how long do you have to go through this, Susan? How much longer? Oh, okay. Okay, to take the tarps off and clean it. Okay. Oh, she has it decorated absolutely adorable. And she said it was on the sea. I know this sounds terrible. I don't know the difference between the sea and the ocean. What does that mean? Please tell me. I'm showing my ignorance through the whole world right now. But oh well. I mean, I, I really, I mean, I could have Googled it and kept my mouth shut and not look so stupid. But, whatever. Because I was asking her one time, I was talking to her because she was saying that they were going to go get their boat. And I said, "Do you get seasick?" And she said, "No." And I asked her, I said, "Do the waters ever get rough?" And she said, "Yeah, they can." And she said, "It's on the sea." But I don't know what the difference is. Oh, okay. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you too. Oh, so. Sorry about that, Bella. I just have, you know what I mean? I mean, I just throw it right out there. Ignorance or not. So it means like really deep, instantly off the shore, different than California. Okay. So you just, when you get out there, that's it. It's over with. It's all over but the shouting if you fall. It's till the end of September? You're going to be on this until the end of September? May, June, July, August. 5 months? Oh, it's called the Norwegian Sea. And I know Bella knows all about that because of her boyfriend. Well, stick around. You may laugh again. You never know with me. Is that it, Peggy? Thank you. So I was just ignorant to the fact. It won't be the first time or the last. Oh, I'm sorry, your husband. Silly me, I forgot. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, do you have to do more after September, Susan? I love her little braids when she wears them, Mina. I just can't get over how she decorated that. I mean, and you know what and then the next thing that came into my mind, and I need to ask her, the next thing that came into my mind is if they did start to uh, hit rough waters, everything that she has, all I'm imagining is, you know what I thought of? Did you ever see the Long Long Trailer with Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz when she's making the salad and the dinner and everything? And he's driving and all of a sudden everything's everywhere and the salad's going everywhere. And that came to my mind and I thought, oh my gosh, I wonder if all her stuff just starts flying everywhere. And, you know, and again, here we go, ignorance is bliss, but I need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. Hi, Sandra, how are you? Oh, I hope not either. I'm just going to keep praying, Susan, that this is it. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Gina. It is Glitter Grandma. Glitter Grandma. And you won't be disappointed when you find her. Really? She told you she never had one piece break? Oh, I'm just fighting this stupid flu. And the reason I know it's the flu, well, first of all, I know because of how I feel, but I was at my son's house and they had the flu. And they went to the doctor, and you know how they swab your nose? You know, real attractive. And they had influenza A, which is the worst one. Remember, I told you about my grandson that had the 105 fever? It was them. And it took 7 days because it was last weekend. Because usually it says that the flu, usually the incubation period, if you are around someone when they have the fever, is at 7 days. Hi, is it Jigsy? Jigsy's sis? Well, welcome. Jigsy's new, guys. Say hi to her. Glad you're here, Jigsy. That's cute. Hi, Sherry Vanderpool. You're sitting on the balcony cooling off? She really is. She's very sweet. Yeah, I just can't get over that, though, you know, that boat of theirs. Because I think when I asked her, she said it would take an hour if you were driving, but if you're on the boat, it takes, oh, I don't want to get it wrong. but I probably will. It takes 4 4 hours. I'm not completely sure, but I know it takes longer. Don't quote me, but I'm wondering where they put it because they live right. I mean, the water is right. You know, they just go down that little embankment and they're by the water. So I wonder if they keep it just by their house because I know that they keep it somewhere else during the winter. Oh, I'm going to show you guys all this in just a minute. Oh shoot, did I bring it up? It's old. It's as old as the hills. It was called School Bless. Oh dear Lord. Oh, let this end. Oh, School Bus Yellow from Folk Art. And that's this one. So let me show you, because there's quite a bit of people on here now. Okay. So, I filmed yesterday before I started feeling really, really bad. Sandra, don't make me laugh. Don't leave. I love you, I love you, I love you. Yeah, bringing it home. Anyway. Okay, so I made 3 different DIYs, okay? One for the tea cakes, one for the cake pops, and look at the little bee I put up there. But I'm going to start making my own bees. I mean, not just the plaster of Paris, but these kind here. And see how I put it? They didn't have any black and white buffalo checks, so I used the black and white polka dot. So I think tonight I'll put up the this one. And wait till you see what I used, you guys, for one of the cakes. You're not going to believe it. You will not believe it. I mean, I don't waste anything. This one is just a piece of styrofoam that I had, and I cut it down the middle so it made 2. Because if not, it was going to be like that thick, and you don't need it that thick. And then here's the lemons. Remember the lemons we made out of the air dry clay? And there's one of the bees that we made out of the chocolate mold and the plaster of Paris. Get back on there. This isn't completely dry, that's why I can't hold it yet. Hi, Fern. Hi, Gina. Hi, Kitty Cat. How you doing? Well, yeah, there's no sense in it. You know what I'm saying? Evolving. Did you ever tell me your name? Or I can't remember. You want to be called that, right? Oh, I can't remember. But I see absolutely no reason to go out and buy if you have something, you know, when you buy something that, you know, is styrofoam, cover it up. Don't go buy it. Hi, Grandma Joe. Yeah, they did. They look cute. I have him like he's zooming in on a flower. That's why he's kind of, you know, to the side, like he's landing into the cake. I love the way that the lemons turned out. Trying to keep my hand on that. I really like the way they turned out. And that's just with the air dry clay. So all of this will have, I go into complete detail on it. But these little cake pops, these are really cute. And these will add a lot if you're doing a sweet theme, you know, any color you want. If you want to do, you know, pink, orange, yellow, blue, whatever. And these Dollar Tree candle holders and the Bath and Body lids make perfect cupcake holders. But I really like this one. And this one doesn't have a lemon on it because there's more downstairs. And then when I do my lemon theme, I only have one other thing, well, two other things to make, and then I'll do the tour of it. But won't these be cute as little goodies to put with your decor? To me, it really adds a lot. You better believe it, Evolving. That's what I'm thinking. But like I said, I'm going to try my hand at making the bees, and I already have an idea what I'm going to use for it, and I think they're going to turn out really cute. And I'll do a DIY on that, and it's going to be nothing. Believe me, it will be so easy. You won't believe it. Do I sell these, Grandma Joe? No. I just show you guys how to make them. I'll tell you what, though. If I was still in the business of selling them, do you know, I can't remember who it was that left a comment. It was for my Valentine last year, I believe. Do you know how much she paid for one cake? She goes, now that I've seen your video, she goes, I'm never again. Are you ready? $95. 95. Are you hearing me? 95. So, if I was going to, if I was back in the day when my kids were young, yep, I would. But I think I got burned out because when I did used to sell stuff, you know how you do something for a long time and you do it, and then all of a sudden you burn out from it, and it's like, oh, would I really want to do that again? Really? I don't think I would. I know never say never, but at this stage of the game, I doubt it. You like the cake pops, Dawn? Yeah, they turned out really cute. I'm just going back to read. On my channel, Sandra, yeah, I made quite a few different cupcakes for different holidays. Oh, yeah, Lisa. Honestly, they're so easy to make. They really are. And if any of you decorate a cake at all, and for people that do decorate cakes, easy peasy, that's it, it's over with. You guys are gonna, do great with it. Sandra, you wouldn't have to buy the styrofoam if you didn't, because this isn't styrofoam. This is that, I did a video on it. It's the canned insulation, that has that long little thing on it. And you get it at Walmart, and you just spray it into the cupcake liners. And this is well, this one is from Dollar Tree. I take that back, and it's just because I had it. I didn't go buy it. But sorry, but what I usually use, see this styrofoam? This was from packaging, in a package I got. And I use that a lot, and I also use the little cookie tins from the Dollar Tree. You know when you buy cookies, like during the holidays? I use those. Or if you have any kind of boxes, little boxes, you can use those. Hey, Gloria, how are you, honey? Think about that for a minute. Can you believe that? I mean, that must have been one phenomenal cake. That's all I can say. But like she said, she goes, I'm not going to pay any more. I'm making them. And I thought, touche, chick. Oh, kitty cat, how sweet. Now, what are we sorry, Grandma Joe? Maybe someday. Oh, Grandma Joe. God bless him. Of course. Family comes first. Oh. How you doing, Gloria? We'll be praying for your husband, Grandma Joe. You don't even know how to make a cake, Bella? Really? Yes, you do. All of a sudden, my glasses seem... Gotta wipe them. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Oh, you're fine. I haven't been on here long. Kitty Cat, are you asking me if I have an Instagram or Facebook or someone else? You've been down for the past 2 days too? What did you have? Did you have the flu? Or was it your neck or back? Oh yeah, of course it does, Grandma Joe. It would make you cry. It's got to be hard. Hi, Dora. Bella, are you serious? You've never baked ever? Not even cookies? Why is that so hard for me to believe? Sending prayers to your husband, Grandma Joe. It's going to use Tupperware. Yeah, you could use a Tupperware. I mean, why not? I used a metal tin and it worked fine. I used styrofoam. You found one, Sandra, and I've got more too. I've got like a 4th of July one, um, and there was one for summer around the 4th of July, I think last year, where I made faux ice cream, but I'm going to do another series on all that this year. Oh, the fibromyalgia. My daughter has that. My husband has that. My mother-in-law had it. Oh, yes, Grandma Joe. Well, yeah, we all lift you up, and we're glad you're here. You're not going to believe what those are made out of, those cake pops. And I did a video on it. and I'll be showing you. You won't believe it. There you go. I knew you were going to take it back. You made cookies for, and they were really good. I just couldn't imagine you not. See, here's the, I'm doing another, either a DIY tonight. I don't know about tonight. I have to get that video up, so it'll probably be Friday. I have an, one more. Do I have one more? I have the candy. I think it's one more faux dessert for my lemon theme that I'm doing. And here is the spackle that I colored, because you got to keep this tight, because this can stay good for a few days as long as you keep it tight. See, it's very, you can tell it's soft, right? So I'm going to be doing one more thing with this. Oh, cupcake candles, that's cool. That would be cool to know. The cake is there too, Sandra, I promise. And the 2 years ago, Valentine's, those have a lot of, I think, the cupcakes and stuff, how I did it. Oh, I keep thinking that I showed you guys already my hutch and dining room table with all the faux vegetables and fruits and breads and all that. It's because I filmed it and I'm talking to you guys in it. I just realized I didn't yet. I got to get that up too, because I want you guys to see that. And I really hate to take that down anytime soon, to be perfectly honest. I am in love with the way it turned out. It turned out, I have to admit, I am saying it, it turned out adorable. It really did. And, but I have the other series I want to do where I make all of it look like a, come on. You know, like a sweet shop, if you will. Okay? So that's what I want to do with my hutch for the next thing that I'm going to show you. So I'm thinking, okay, I should get that out before the 4th of July. I don't know, you know. So what I have in mind, I think it's going to be really cute for all the different sweets. Well, I'm not going to take it down yet because I like it so much. I love. Have you ever made something or decorated something, and I'm sure you have because you guys like to decorate and do crafts. Have you ever walked by something when you've done it and you think, man, I really like that? And you keep looking at it and going in. Sometimes I'll just go in there and stare at it for a couple minutes, because it really turned out so cute. Yes, you can, Grandma Joe. That's what I used with this. We're talking about the same thing. It's that it usually comes out yellow. I've seen some people where it comes out white. But it's just that stuff that you put, like if you're insulating your windows, you know, the cracks there, and it kind of expands. No. The whites on these are the, you remember when I did the DIY on the sprinkles out of the Sculpey clay? I did a video on it. And it is the Sculpey clay and it is where you soften it, and then you put it through a, oh shoot, what do they call that? Well, you could put it through a garlic press, okay? And then you put it through, and it's like little tiny snakes, and then you cut it, okay? And then well, you don't have to cut it first. You bake it, and then you cut it, and you cut it real tiny. And then you put it in little containers, and then you have it. Sorry. Hey, Dana. Yeah, I know, huh? Yes, spray foam insulation. Bella knows all about that, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I've had my son and all. They've looked at it and they think, and in the beginning they thought it was real, and then when you say it's not, it's like, well, what are you making that for? Yeah, tonight when I'm putting this up, I'll try to remember to go and put a couple of these up, or on the video tonight that I put up, I'll put links to my other videos that have the foam. That's good thinking, Dee. Yes, Flex Seal Spray. Mm-hmm. Hi, Eileen. I can't read this. Can someone tell me, Gloria, or I don't know, Kitty Cat, somebody, what Eileen Texeria is saying? I can't, it's not there's no translation. I have a couple things for fall, that I'm thinking about as far as the faux desserts go. So I'm getting excited about that. In the electrical plugs, oh, is that Spanish? So do I say gracias or grazie? I don't know which one. I don't know Portuguese. Do you think gracias is the same? Thank you, Bella, for the translation. Tell her I said thank you so much. Welcome. Bienvenido. I think that's it. Okie doke. Well, she probably knows thank you. Thank you, Eileen. Hi, Rosemary. How are you? Doing okay so far. Thank you for asking. Oh, I like the way the lemon turned out, you guys. Remember when we were making the lemons out of the clay? The air dry clay? Look how pretty that painted up in the leaves. Can you tell? Maybe I need to put this light on here. No. But I love, this lid is not secured, but the way that little bee's coming in. And those flowers work perfectly for this. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. We're fine. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we are. We're fine. We're fine. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Okay, we're fine. If this was newly wet, I would just go, well, guys, there it goes. But no, it's dry enough. Then it becomes kind of like rubber. This one is more cured than this one, and I don't know why. Because I did them both the same day. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, and I mean, it's very, very minimal in supplies, Jigsy, what you need. Really, I'm not kidding. Yeah, it's exactly the same stuff as you would use for a real cake, except for the spackle and the insulation. But no, this part, you know, this is from the cake section. It's a Wilton's. Well, I have it all taped up here. I mean, you know, with this. But this is just your typical, where is the camera? Your typical pastry or piping bag with your, and this is a, this is the open star tip, but this one is not what I used for these. I used the giant one of this open star. And I show you in the DIY how big it is compared to this one. This one I'm making candies, and you'll see that I'm decorating the candies. Oh, no, go to be with your father-in-law, Nicole. A lot of rain still, huh, Rosemary? Gracia. I know. Oh, thank you, Eileen. I wonder if that's pronounced Eileen. 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 No, the cupcake. Are you talking about the actual cupcake itself, Dee? Before I put the spackle on it? Oh, that's nice. Tell her thank you, Gina. If that was real. This part, no, is not painted. You could. I don't see any reason you couldn't. But no, it's not painted. This, I put the acrylic paint into the container and then stir it all up and then put it into the piping bag. That's right, it is the Easter one, Sandra. That's the one I do a lot of the different, showing you the cupcakes too. Those are the faux, these are faux cake pops. And these have a different, now I don't, you could probably use spackle as well, But for these, and again, I have a DIY that I'm filmed. And when I say filmed, I don't mean that it's already up. I filmed 3 different videos showing how to do these, how, you know, and this I just showed frosting it because I have so many other videos on actual how to put the insulation into the cupcake. But I have a video on this, and on this, all 3 separate. But this one isn't the spackle. This one is the, and you get it at Walmart, the caulking, the silicone latex caulking. And then I just put acrylic paint into that. And then sprinkle it with the Sculpey little sprinkles that I made. Actually, I have to make more colors of that. No, I don't know how, but I will link one after I'm off. But yeah, in my mind's eye, I already can see what I want to do with my hutch for a treat display, you know. It's like there's not enough days in the month for me anymore, you know. It's like, oh, because I hate taking the stuff down when I really like it, but yet I really am antsy to show and to show how it can be displayed. Oh, no problem. When you gotta go, you gotta go. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm watching The Godfather. And Dana, I'm telling you, that hutch that you have that is behind you. Oh, before I go any further, I just thought of this. Dana, I was cracking up at your live because all of a sudden I look over, because I'm always looking at your hutch because I love that hutch, okay? And the stuff you could do with that, with the faux desserts, oh my gosh. Amazing. Anyway, all of a sudden, you guys, I'm looking at her, at her hutch, and I veer over to the left, and I look again. So I say to her on the live, I go, Dana, is that a shotgun by the door? Very nonchalantly, she turns around, she looks back, and she goes, yes, ma'am. I'm cracking up. I mean, I'm thinking, wow, you mean business. I mean, I'm afraid if I ever came to your door, I might get it. Oh my gosh, here's this beautiful hutch. All of a sudden, I look over and there's a big old shotgun. I was cracking up. Oh, that was funny. I made one bread, I think during, it was during Christmas, I think. I made a cinnamon loaf, and then I made some little ones. But yes, I am going to do a couple. Hopefully it'll turn out. One for sure I'm going to do. And I think I am going to try bread as we get closer to fall. And another one that I think will turn out good. I don't know for sure. I'm hoping it does. Dana is Biddy Boo. You have a real baby deer with its mommy right now, Grandma Joe? Okay, what do you mean faux candy apples or molds? What do you mean, Evolving Bless? I don't use molds for my faux candy apples. I use real apples. And I used Mod Podge and um, acrylic paint. No, not bread like loaves of bread. I haven't. But I mean, I can't imagine that it wouldn't be easy. I mean, because I've made uh, pie crust, you know? So, I mean, I can't imagine that it would be hard. Are you asking me if I'm doing my house patriotic? I am doing my house. I always decorate it for the well, patriotic. Um, yeah, I do quite a few rooms actually. Yeah, pretty much. I guess I'm starting to think about it and I'm thinking, yeah, I guess I do. Um, but I think I want to try to incorporate the patriotic with my lemon theme to a degree. You know what I mean? Because I think it would still work because it's all summer type stuff. Exactly. Yes, I did, Dee. The faux apples for the candy apples. But this year I'm going to do one other kind of candy apple, and I'm hoping it turns out. Uh, I think it will. Well, the faux apples, what I would make out of that is the candy apples. I'm sure you are, Dana. I don't doubt for a minute you're good with that shotgun. Like I said, if I ever walked to that door, I'd make sure you knew I was coming. Yeah, me too. Lemons are summer, so I think I'm gonna incorporate because the lemon and all that I think would look good with the patriotic. Because after the 4th, like I said, I'm right into Christmas in July making stuff, and then I've got to fit that sweet treat uh, DIYs in with decorating the. You know what I'll do? Dang, not enough time. Could you figure we're into May now, okay? So May I could keep maybe June. Maybe June I'll do the sweets. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do it then. And then July. Right now I'm speaking out loud what my brain's thinking. Because July. Well, shoot. But you know what? For my patriotic, I always get that up like 3.5 weeks before the 4th. So that's not going to work. Okay, July, right after the 4th, I think what I'll do is I'll do the sweet treats. And then I'll bring that in until September. And then September, I'll start my decorating for fall. Because in September, then I want to bring in October for Halloween, for different things I do for Halloween. Do you see what I'm saying? There is not enough time. Oh, you never know, Sandra. I very well could look like a critter. Rosemary, so for the apples, you want to know. The only thing I know how to do with the apples as far as, well, see, I'm not a real big wreath maker. I I mean Maria, and where has Maria been? I haven't seen her. She made me a wreath for Easter because if she hadn't, I mean, I wouldn't have had a wreath. And then the one wreath that I have, well, it's not really, well, I don't know what you call it, but anyway, the one that where my daughter that had passed, that's passed away, she made me a wreath one time. I guess you'd call it a wreath, but I don't put it on the door. I put it on the wall. It's made of grapevine, you know. And then I added to that with the flowers from her service, and that is on my wall. But as far as a wreath maker for the doors, I've never been a wreath maker. But you could. I mean, I don't know why you couldn't glue those on. Oh, that sounds pretty, Grandma Joe. See, Evolving Bless, Rosemary said that she saw a cute apple wreath. An apple wreath would be cute. I love it. We have our very own Annie Oakley here. Davita, that ain't my personal gun. My person gun packs more of a punch and is never seen. All right. Now we have Wyatt Earp. You are such a crack up. And I don't doubt for a minute you are good with that gun. I mean, I do go to the gun, well, the one I go to is inside for target practice. But I'm sure that you could blow me out of the water, no pun intended, with your skills. And because a shotgun has a real kick to it, I mean, that thing can, if you're not doing it right, you can. You definitely need to do a Christmas in July, D. Everybody does. Bella. Half Canadian and half American. I know. That's what I'm saying. Maria, where art thou? Maria? Maria, Maria. I always say Maria Sangria. Where is she? Maybe she went on vacation. Yeah, but usually when she's working, she'll still get on. Well, you know what? What time is it now? I don't even know. She might be on her way home. She might be driving. You just made a candle cylinder centerpiece with apples for my kitchen table to light up at night. Oh, how cool! Oh, the 22 doesn't have a kick? Well, I know the one that I have, my husband, when that person tried to break in, you know, I think most of you already know that. Anyway, we have it's a shotgun, and I was so mad. I was so mad the next day when I realized what all he went through and what would have happened to me if he would have got in. That I had that shotgun and I was ready. I thought, you know what, come back. Come back. I mean, I was livid, livid at the means he tried to get into. You know what I mean? He really tried to get in. And like an idiot, I didn't even know. I thought it was a stupid raccoon. Oh, that's right, because you have those stents in your heart. That's right. Well, you know what? I wonder if Mark could even do that then, because my husband has stents. It's 4:34. Yeah, she's on her way home. So Rosemary, the thing that you made, you had a candle cylinder and then you put the apples inside the candle cylinder. Is that what you did? I think I'm frozen. I am. My hands are moving. You don't see it, do you? You don't see my hands, do you? You can still hear me, but you can't see my hands, right? Doggone it. I hate when this happens. I have made donuts. I have a video on that. I'm going to make more of those. Well, I'm going to go in a minute. I'm not going to bother with trying to take this off. So I'm just talking to you now. So pretend like we're on a podcast. Yeah, I figured. Doggone, that makes me mad. But yeah, I'm going to make more donuts. What gave you the heebie-jeebies? Someone trying to break into my house? Hi, Southern Sass. How are you? You're not going to see anything. My stupid, well, you'll see my faux desserts that I made, but my screen froze. So you can hear me, but you can't see anything. But that's okay. Yeah, no movement. That's okay. Yeah, but when he tried to break in, I can't believe. Well, see, if I had had my dogs at that time, they wouldn't have let up. I mean, they would have been going nuts, and then I would have known. But I had my cat at the time, and she even spooked. You know, she even got all spooked out and looked in at the window. And I just told, I think back on it now, and I think, you idiot, Davida. And I went, Mocha, stop. It's nobody. And I'm sure he could hear me because he was right behind me. Behind me. Are you hearing me? Behind me. The window behind the chair I was sitting in, he was right behind me. So I know he could hear me telling Mocha, Mocha, stop. It's nobody. And he's probably thinking, yeah, that chick is nuts. I'm going to be able to get in here, no problem. I know, they're going to say, man, she's got a problem with all those sweets. And then, no, 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 we're not doing that today. We're not doing that. Um, but, you know, so the weird thing is about it, in my house, like you guys have seen on my home tours, I have nothing but windows, 16 feet of windows that look into my kitchen and my family room that can see perfectly in. I don't have shades, you know, because where I live, I didn't think I needed them. Well, here he is, and he can see me perfectly. The whole time he's taking off every screen of those windows, every single one of them. and trying to pop the window open, you guys. And I was sitting right there. Didn't see one thing. Not one thing. Oh, you know what? And I know God was protecting me, and I'll tell you why. It was in August, and I was watching the Olympics, and I had just gotten home. I was still working at the grocery store, and I had just gotten home. It was 9:30 at night, and when all this started happening was around 10:30, because I remember looking at the clock when Mocha got spooked. Well, when I first got home, it was in the summer. I always used to leave my sliding glass door open when I'd get home. That's the first thing I would do. I'd open up the sliding glass door, get changed, and sit down and watch TV for a while, okay? For some reason that night I thought, I went over to open up the door, the sliding glass door, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to, because if I fall asleep in the chair, I don't want the door to be open if I fall asleep. I never used to do that. Never. And that night I did. And when forensics got here, and she started dusting everything, you guys, it was the most eerie thing I've ever seen in my life. Every window that you see on my home tours, every single one of them, had his handprints on every single window. And the way they were positioned, you could see he was trying to pop them, because she was showing me all this after, and she said, you know what? She said, I'll be honest with you. She said, if he had gotten in, he was so determined to try to get into this house. She said, if he had have, she goes, I would have been coming into a much different situation, meaning he would have killed me. And I thought, oh my Lord. And so when that happened, I thought, you know what? I definitely, if someone got into this house and I had the means of it with my gun, I would take them out, because it's going to be you or it's going to be them. And I have grandkids and kids that I don't want to leave yet. And I'm not going to let some guy that's on drugs come in and take me out. Because she had him down. She had him pegged. I mean, pegged. This girl was unbelievable. Unbelievable. When she got the dusting, she said he's probably about 22 years old. He's Caucasian. And she said he's probably about 6 foot, and he definitely has a drug problem. When they finally caught him, and they did, and this was his second felony. He was a drug user. He was 22 years old, and he was Caucasian. Can you believe that? She had him pegged perfectly. How they know that is beyond me. But she said when she was dusting, she said, you can see here where he was sweating, okay? She said because the way his hands were slipping every time he tried to pop the window, and you could see it. Well, when the cop came out before her, he goes, I don't see any evidence of anything. And just as he said it, the sun shined on the window, and I said, that looks like a handprint to me, just by the way the sun was hitting the window at the time. And he goes, well, that could be you or your husband or somebody in the house. I go, I'm telling you, I did not touch that window. And no one took these screens off in my family. So I started getting really irritated with him, okay? And I said, you know what, can you call your supervisor, please? I said, I want somebody else out here. I mean, I was ticked. So they called out forensics, and sure enough, if I had listened to him, he would have been on his merry way, and I would have never known that somebody tried to break into my house. So, yeah, I do believe God was with me. Because, like I said, I never used to shut that screen door, ever. And that would have been perfect for him. He wouldn't even have had to try to open a screen. You know what I mean? He would have walked right in. And he would have taken me completely off guard, obviously. And that would have been the end of me. And I would have been making no faux food or talking to you guys. Hi, Angel Marissa. Yeah, and I mean, it was weird the way it all happened, because like I said, and when I looked back on it, I thought, oh my God, I know it was him telling me, shut the door. And that's why, I always think, when you really have that gut feeling about something, listen to it and don't, just ignore it. Bye, Gina. Yeah, no, yeah, I was extremely lucky. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I'm very lucky, and I mean, I'm not one to hurt anybody, but I will tell you, after that experience, and you think, and see, how you start, reliving something after something really bad has happened, and you get that feeling like, oh my God, it could have, or would have, or oh my gosh, what if? You know what I mean? You go through all those scenarios. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, this guy was watching me, knowing I was sitting there, knowing I would have been a perfect sitting duck for him. And that's why he kept trying. And if he had, I mean, it would have been over before I even could have done any, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't have been aware of what was going on. And for what? He was getting in so he could find something, anything that would make him money to support his habit. So here he takes out a mother and a grandmother of, 11 grandkids, well, 12, 13 possibly. And at the time, Tanya was still alive and a mother of 5. So when I started thinking about that, I thought, you better believe I am going to the target range. And I meant it, man. I was mad. I thought, you know what? Because you never know if they're going to try to come back. You have no idea what their stupid minds are thinking. And I mean, I was waiting, and not that I want to hurt anyone, but I am not going to let you take me out without a fight. I mean, I'll tell you that much. I won't. I will not. And and again, if they're coming into your house, you better believe they're not going to just say, excuse me, I'll be gone in a few minutes, just going to take a few things. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to take care of you and then go take your stuff. So I got to take care of them before he takes care of me. And that's just the way I feel about it. If they're coming into my own home, I'm not going to let them do that. I can't. I won't. And that's just the way I feel about it. You do a big Halloween? October 1st, I do Halloween big all month. Yeah. I love the fall feeling too, Grandma Joe. Is Maria here? Steampunk? Steampunk is, I love steampunk actually. Oh, how do I describe it? It's more like metals and leathers and rusty. A lot of Tim Holtz, if you know Tim Holtz, some of the stuff he does is more steampunk. And that's why I do it too early, Lisa, is because I like to enjoy it. And especially when you're making things for people to see, I always have my stuff up earlier because, for the home tours. So I can't stress enough, make sure you lock your windows and don't leave windows open. Go through them, make sure they're shut. Never in a million years, you guys, never in a million years. I mean, from where we moved to where we are now, There were helicopters, there was gunshots all the time. I mean, it was it wasn't a night where you didn't hear the helicopters and the lights coming through your bedroom windows from the police helicopters and all that. There wasn't a night that went by. There was a shooting at one of my kids' schools, not the schools, I'm sorry, where they went to lunch at Carl's Jr. one time. I mean, it was constant. When we moved out here, I mean, all the years we've lived here 25, never, because we live up higher and it's very quiet around here, extremely quiet. And when that happened, I mean, it blew my mind. It just blew my mind. Yeah, I like the hats. Bella. Bella's never coming to California now. Well, I don't live there anymore. Yep. Just think, guys, we're already into May. May 1st. Oh my gosh. And look how fast last month went. Then we're going to be June, July. Here we go again. And then I'm a year older. Doggone it. Yeah, they had a better way of explaining it to you. But Dee, if you go to Tim Holtz, you know, he High Exploring Ginger, um, you'll see how they decorate. Well, he does more paper crafting, but it's really cool. Oh yeah, Richard Ramirez. I remember we kept our doors and windows locked, and it was in the summer, and it was so hot. And I remember how scared everyone was because they didn't know where he was, you know. But he wasn't that far from where I lived at the time. And again, it's not where I am now, but it's where I used to live. But I mean, I am not kidding when I tell you those helicopters every single night. I mean, we were so used to it. And but you know what? And again, I wasn't afraid in my home. I really wasn't. And but I guess it's because you live with it, you know. I don't know. But anyway, when that shooting happened at that Carl's, that's when my husband said, "We're getting out of here." He said, I'm not going to have the kids going to school where, you know, this is happening. Oh no, I live in California. I just live I where I was before was Long Beach Lakewood area. Now I'm by Mission Viejo. But my point being, it doesn't matter where you live, okay? There's going to be people out there. And if you think there isn't, you're kidding yourself. I mean, because I don't care where you're at, you're going to have some idiot randomly, you know. I mean, and like I said, in the 20, well, at that point it was, oh, I don't know how long we've been here, like 18 years, 19 years, whatever. Um, Never had a problem. I mean, it is so quiet out here, it's nuts, you know? And all you have is the wildlife. And all the neighbors, are very quiet. It's not anything where everyone's going nuts. Never in a million years would I have thought. Never once where I lived before did anyone try to break into my home. Never. And that's where all the gunshots were. I come out here and there you go. So you never know. You never know. And that's why I say always be aware, always, make sure that your windows are shut and locked, and your doors. Heck, I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother, she would leave her door open and her screen door locked, but her door open at night with the fan right by the door in the summer to bring in the cool air, I wouldn't do that now. I wouldn't do it. I mean, but that's, a lot of times people didn't lock, or they'd leave their key underneath the mat, not thinking anything of it. I wouldn't do it. Not after that incident. But anyway, well, I guess since I'm all froze up, I'll go. But you guys did see what I am in the midst of putting up. And like I said, there's 3 different DIY videos. One is for the tea cakes, one's for the decorating the cupcakes, and one's for the cake pops. So I have those I got to get up. I have my vegetable and fruit, all that. I have that video to go up to show you. I have quite a few, so yeah, I used to live in Lakewood, Ing. That's where all the gunshots were. I was born in Long Beach, but then lived in Lakewood for, when my kids were little. Where in Lakewood did you live? Whereabouts in Lakewood? Oh my Lord, he wrote, "You must die on your window." Did they ever find out who the stalker was before I leave, Grandma Joe? And your house is burglarized, Sandra? You were, oh my Lord. Yeah, really, Southern Sass, that's true. Yeah, Bella, it's the truth. I mean, people used to leave. You went to Lakewood High? Okay, I lived where closer to Mayfair. Oh, you were in Bellflower? Oh, you're welcome, Sandra. I can't wait for you to make some. Yeah, and that's what she told me the day right before she left. I said, what would you suggest being the best deterrent? She goes, the very best deterrent you can possibly have is a dog. Is a dog. She said, because the dogs are going to alert you and they're going to bark, and 9 times out of 10, they aren't going to want that kind of noise or you or anyone else to hear them. She said, I tell everybody to get a dog. Hi, Painting for Beginners. You're new here. I've never seen you before. Welcome, and I'm almost off, dang it. Shoot, I hope you come back. He was going to eat your dogs? Oh, what a weirdo. But you never found out who it was, Grandma Joe? Yeah, I remember that area. Ing. Thank you, Bench the Banana. How are you? You better believe they're crazy. You always have to be on the defense, you know, unfortunately, but it's the truth. Always got to be careful. Oh, okay, Southern Sass. Oh, that sounds good. Here we go again, always ending with food. I swear, when is it going to change, Davita? That sounds like a movie, Grandma Joe. Did they finally arrest him? Bye, Southern Sass. Thanks for stopping by. They never did? He just got away with it? And what happened? How did he quit bugging you? Hi, Lady B, hopeful homesteader. Dang, I got all these people coming in and I'm leaving. I hope you'll come back, you guys. Oh, you moved? Man, that sounds like a movie. Honest to God, it does. You know, seriously. He would just stand there and look at you? How old was he? Was he a teenager? You have to get your plants in, Lady B? Why? Is it because it's raining? Your mom's still there from 1963. Wow. I have a couple friends that still live there, but the majority of them have moved to different areas. Sandra. That's your best friend, Dana? Well, hi. How nice to have a best friend like that. Welcome. No, your computer's probably fine. It's my stupid. Uh, I don't know why. It never. I mean, it's done that now a couple times, and it was so good. It was acting so good. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. It drives me crazy. So you guys live close to one another? Oh, because the tornadoes? Is that why, Betty? Yeah, your daughter was probably scared to death. I want to get my stuff uh, planted too. Oh, bye, Bella. He was around 30? Oh my gosh, what an idiot. All right, sweetie. What are you eating, Bella, if you're still here? I'm getting hungry and I don't know what to eat. Well, thank goodness he never found where you moved to. Oh, okay. Cereal? No, I don't feel like cereal. Oh, out of state. Wow. Crazy. You live in West Virginia, Betty. Wow. That's nuts. I gotta go get something to eat too, I think. And then I want to put this one video up. Well, guys, it was fun. I'm so happy that I got to spend a little time with you. Sorry that this stupid thing froze. But at least you got to see what it was that I was showing you anyway. At least it froze on that. So, I guess with that being said, remember the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. There's only one you, nobody else like you, and don't let anyone tell you any different. You bring something to this world that nobody else can.